Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be solving Leetcode but using MATLAB. So as you may or may not know, Leetcode is a website where you can find coding questions that are really useful in interviews. The options to solve a question on the website are these languages, but none of them is MATLAB. So I decided to start doing it in MATLAB. This solution over here is Python, so you can pause the video and have a look at it if you're interested in Python. Let's start by reading the question. So in this question, it's very simple. We are going to be writing the Fibonacci sequence in MATLAB. So given an input n, we need to calculate Fibonacci of n. The first two conditions are these. So Fibonacci of 0 is 0, Fibonacci of 1 is 1, and then any subsequent number is just the sum of the two previous numbers. So let's go to MATLAB. First of all, we're gonna write the function declaration where the output is f. The name of the function is Fibonacci, and the input is n. Secondly, we need to bear in mind that any vector in MATLAB starts with indexing at 1. So for example, if n is equal to 0, then that means we are looking for the index 1 of our vector. So that's why I'm just gonna offset n by 1 at the beginning in order to make it simple. And then we are going to say we're going to create a vector small f such that f of 0, or actually we can just write f is equal to 0, 1. And now we can create a for loop. So for I equals to the first index that we are going to be using is 3, since we've already got 1, 2, and now we need 3. So 3 all the way to n plus 1. Or actually just n, since we can now remember that n is actually n plus 1. So let's try this first, and then we can always fix the indexing later. And then we have f of n plus 1, so that's how we can add an element, or we can also just say f of I equals to f of I minus 1 plus f of I minus 2, and then we write end. And in MATLAB, we don't have to necessarily write return. We just need to specify the output with the same name as in the declaration. So we can say f is equal to f of end, so the last f. And I'm going to save it. And now I'm going to try calling the function and seeing if it works. We might need to edit the inputs and outputs. So f of 0 is 1, which is wrong since we wanted f of 0 to be equal to 0. So let's try and see what wrong happened. So 0, then n is 1. So that means this loop didn't really happen. Oh, it didn't occur. And then we specified f is equal to f of end. So f of end is normally the default, but in the case of f of 0, we're actually just taking the first element, not the last element. So it's best to specify an if condition at the beginning, just for the first case. So if f of 0, then f equals to 0. Else, everything else. In order to do the indexing, I do Control A, Control I on my keyboard, and everything is nice and tidy. Now I'm going to call the same thing. Now it gives me 0. I'm just going to add a semicolon over here to suppress the line so that we don't print everything each time. Alright, let's try of 7, 13. So just to try to double check if this is true, let's do it manually. So this is f of 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it is right, it is correct. Good, so there you go. It's pretty simple. In the next few videos, we're going to be trying to do more Leetcode, probably from the dynamic programming set, just moving up in difficulty gradually and to see where this goes. Thank you for watching.